With the title How to Convince Your Mentor, Toastmaster Shafraz Mubarak.
I have a serious question about Toastmasters mentoring. How can you convince your Toastmasters mentor? Option A, invite your mentor for dinner. Option B, praise your mentor in all the meetings. Option C, give a creative idea to your mentor. And option D, emotional blackmail. Send you a speech draft last moment and tell, if you don't support, I will fail. Tell me what are the options? What is the correct option? A? C. You know what? There's a statistics that says 20% of Toastmasters believe option A. If you invite your Toastmasters mentors, he will support you. But I don't trust these numbers. But today I really wanted to test this. 20% means every fifth member you meet in a meeting is believing, isn't it? So let me take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this number is correct. Dear Toastmasters and guests, good evening. Like every Toastmasters, even I believe that a mentor is someone who will do a grammar check for your speech draft, or maybe doing a content writing for your speech, or maybe an ad hoc motivational speaker suddenly comes to your WhatsApp and tell, hey, you can do your speech tomorrow. All these are true until you meet your real mentor. Let me tell my mentor. I can vividly remember my first speech I did here. My legs and hands were shaking. During my level 1 speech, all of my evaluators told me, Shafraz, we can't hear you. Your words are not projecting. I can remember on my vocal variety project, the evaluator told me, I am here in the second row, but I can't hear you. I was like, seriously? That's the loudest scream I am doing and you said you can't hear? And at one point I thought, okay, this Toastmaster is not going to work with me. I thought, okay, maybe like this is the voice I blessed with. I have to die with this one. You know what the problem is? It's not about the words are not projecting. Now I'll tell a difference between a coach and a mentor at here. A coach will work on this particular problem. My words are not projecting. But a mentor will work on you directly. That's the difference. So my mentor noticed the root cause of the problem is I don't have the confidence to face the audience. Those days, whenever the VP walked to me and say, hey, can you take another role? No, please. I'll take timer, R counter, very easy roles. I don't even take stretch roles. I was so reluctant to face the audience. So my mentor took me to many neighboring clubs. And he advised me to take more roles. Be ready to take improvised roles. And you know the best role that you can kill the confidence? Take TMOD. TMOD is the role where you can play around with you. You are interacting with audience. You have the control of your own narration. And that's where you can easily build the confidence. So this is how my mentor equipped me with opportunities so that I can overcome the confidence issue. And he's so creative. This is that I noticed with my mentor. He's so creative. Everyone knows that he's a fountain of creative in Discovery. Every role he does, there's always a creative touch. He's even creative out of Toastmasters, especially with foods. Once, he asked all of us in the dinner table to do a green chili challenge. You should eat green chilies without reaching to water bottles. And he's so creative, he turned out to be the first person to rush to the water bottle. Sometimes, he asked us, put pomegranate sauce on top of kebab and dip it in hummus and eat it. Isn't it? Such creative, correct? Once I can remember that he asked me to eat as French fries in speech, and the rest is the history, everyone knows that. He's so creative. And I noticed that even I had the same disease. I always wanted to try something creative. Whenever I see my project speech objective, I always reach out to my mentor and say, hey, this particular speech requires to do like this. Can I do something differently? And every time I present a creative idea, I see a spark in his eyes. So we two sit together, we bake the cake, and we presented it with a cherry on top of it in Discovery. That's how we were able to do it. It's not easy. I will tell you what things we had done. The last speech I did, I asked him, can I do a dark humor speech? A dark humor is, you take a serious topic, deliver it in a humorous way. So I talk about my first crush, who married to a person with same name as my name. And there was another speech. I was reading about a book called Silent Patient, and I was discussing this with my mentor. This is the book, and the last 3 pages, there's a twist that comes in the book. The entire narration flipped. It took a 180-degree change. So I asked him, can we do a speech like this? You tell a speech, bring a twist, so that the entire narration becomes different. So he was able to help me, and I can remember there were 4 alternate climax I discussed with him, how to bring that twist. Even now, I'll tell, there's one particular project I'm working on with him that is the most hardest project I'm working. That is, bring 2 extreme emotions in one speech. Deliver a humorous speech, but make at least one person cry in this audience. So 2 extreme emotions, humor and emotion, but do a speech. See the amount of creativity we are working on it? So this is that whenever we present a creative idea, he comes with and he helped it. And those who doesn't know who is my mentor, that is Toastmaster Abdul Latif Al-Bustani. Thank you, Toastmaster Abdul Latif. You made me not to stay average in this stage. And now you know the drill. If you really want to convince your mentor, you want to select option C, that is creative, suggest a creative idea. But wait, what if you don't have a creative idea? Then option A, invite him for the dinner, because always good food will generate good ideas. Thank you.